Arlington investigators say the 15-year-old shooter brought a shotgun and a book bag. They say he shot and killed Poirier, and a teen girl was also hit but had non-life-threatening injuries. Jacob says she's unsure about whether her son knew the shooter, but feels he was not the intended target.
My son wasn't targeted, and it wasn't over no female or anything like that. It was just a random shooting.
I got another video for you all today. Now on the screen right here, I have 16-year-old Jashawn Poirier. Now by looking at the pictures of this young man, it looks like this young man came from a very loving household with loving parents, loving grandparents, uncles, aunties, cousins, and friends. This young man could have been anything that he wanted to be. This young man probably could have been a future lawyer, a future doctor, a train engineer or conductor, a truck driver, a basketball player, a football player, a baseball player, a rapper, a singer, a producer, a content creator. Ain't no telling what this young man could have been if his life was not cut short by this young man right here, 19-year-old Jonathan Porter. Now, my condolences go out to the friends and the family members of Jashawn Poirier, because the way that he lost his life was truly tragic in the hands of his own brother. Now, when I say brother, I'm talking about the same skin folks. Black man, a young black man took another young black man's life. It's sad. Now, this happened March the 20th, 2023. 19-year-old Jonathan Porter, matter of fact, he was 15 years old at the time when he did this. He came to school early one morning with a shotgun. Yeah, he came to school with a shotgun, and he gunned down Mr. 16-year-old Jashawn Poirier for nothing. Now, when he shot that shotgun, he also hit another student, a young lady. She didn't die. She is still alive today to tell her story. Thank God. But Jashawn Poirier, he was not lucky at all. He wound up losing his life. His mother, father, matter of fact, his whole family is grieving behind the loss of their loved one. He was only 16 years old. Sad. Now, the question you may be asking right now is, why in the world did he bring that gun to school? Why did he shoot Mr. Jashawn Poirier? Why? Did they have a beef? Were they beefing over a girl? Some cigarettes or some vapes? Or what were they beefing over? What's the problem? Were they beefing at all? Why did Jashawn Poirier get shot? I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know. No one knows. But 19-year-old Jonathan Porter said that he was shooting because there were two male students that was sexually assaulting somebody. I didn't get that. I didn't understand that at all. I don't understand that. But anyway, you all, he falsely accused two young men of SA. It's sad. Let's get into the story.
Tarrant County Juvenile Court, Jonathan Lorenzo Porter, the convicted Lamar High School shooter who killed a fellow student and injured others in 2023, is now 19 and legally an adult. As such, Fox 4 is identifying him and showing his face.
6 months before this hearing, he's involved in two fights. One just last month. Nothing has changed.
Prosecutors arguing that Porter, who has shown violent behavior in juvenile detention and non-compliance with treatment programs, should move to the adult correctional system to continue serving his 40-year prison sentence. And that decision is exactly what Judge Alex Kim, following witness testimony, agreed with. Another factor considered, this incident captured on surveillance when Porter attacked a juvenile court staffer and tried to escape the day his trial was set to begin.
He took responsibility for his actions during those discussions, correct? He did. He never blamed it on anybody else. No.
Porter's defense attorney argued unsuccessfully the option to release him on parole with supervision.
He will be on parole. It's not as if this court is releasing him to the community with no rules, restrictions, or supervision. He will be released on parole. He's a good candidate for release because...
No, he's not. He's not a good candidate for release. This young man willingly brought a shotgun to school and gunned down a student, taking his life and also wounding another student. He is not a great young man for society right now. He is not in his right mindset. He's not. This young man needs to do matter of fact, he needs to do at least 30 years in prison for what he did. Because what this young man did was uncalled for. It really was.
His needs can be met in the community.
He took this woman's son for no reason. Shot this woman, young lady, in the face. Didn't even see her, know her. He endangered approximately 20 other kids who were out there that day for no reason. He lied to law enforcement about why he committed this crime. He falsely accused 2 young men of sexual assault. Nothing's changed.
It was March 20th, 2023, outside Lamar High. Before the school day began, Porter opened fire, killing 15-year-old Jayshawn Poirier. His mother was present and pleased with the ruling.
It was a great decision to make. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and he need to get what he deserved. He took a life for no reason, and he knew he wasn't supposed to take a gun to school.
Iyani Reynolds, sitting on a bench that day, was injured. Shrapnel lodged in her face. She continues to live with the trauma.
If I had moved my head or my body any other way, it could have been lodged in my neck. I wouldn't have gone home that day.
Judge Kim spoke directly to Porter before he was taken away to continue his confinement in a new adult prison system.
What bothers me is releasing somebody that may go back and engage in the same conduct again, and you haven't shown me that you won't. And that's why it disappoints me, but I feel like as a judge, I must transfer you to TDC.
In Fort Worth, Dion Anglin, Fox 4 News.
I pray that this young man gets rehabilitated because this is sad. It really is. And you can tell that the judge had compassion for this young man. He was not trying to rule with an iron fist. He was respectful, and also he was very fair for the choice that he made. This is sick, you all. Now, you may be asking this question right here. Where did the shotgun come from? Where? I would like to know. Well. It came from home. And the shotgun was not supposed to be at his home at all because his father was already a convicted felon.
The boy's father, who came to the first detention hearing, is now in federal custody. A search warrant the day of the shooting resulted in the discovery of 3 guns. The boy's father is a felon, so it's illegal to possess weapons. The shotgun used in the murder at the school was purchased by a relative of the boy's father, but we don't know how the teen got the weapon.
He was not supposed to even be around firearms. This is sad. What they always say, it starts from home. If you want to wonder why these children are acting the way that they are acting, it's because it all starts at home with the parents, with the guardians. The parents are teaching these children this reckless behavior. If you want to know why a child is acting the way that they are acting, just go home. Matter of fact, just go to where they stay and knock on the door and see who comes to the door. You may get a rude woman or a rude man that may come to the door. Or you may get a weak man or a weak woman that may come to the door. That may be the parent of this child or the guardian of this child that is acting a fool out there in the streets. It's sad, you all. Very sad. Now, this young man deserves 40 years in prison for what he did. He do. Now, Carmelo Anthony, he don't deserve 35 years in prison for what he did, because I believe that this young man was overly sentenced. I don't care what some of you may say. He was overly sentenced. Do I believe that he should do some time in prison? Yes and no. Because we was not there. I was not there. We don't know what is being hidden. We don't know. But this young man right here, in this story today, deserves every year that he spends in prison, because what he did was premeditated. He knew exactly what he was doing when he brought that gun to school. That's the difference between him and Carmelo Anthony. Some of y'all may disagree with me with that. Oh, well, I don't care. But y'all leave a comment and let me know exactly what you all think about this video. I would like to know. If you're not subscribed to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until I see you all on another video, y'all know how I do it. Holla at you.